Good evening, everybody. It's your favorite aspiring historian and classicist here, a wandering author, ready to remind you that we are all the authors of our own lives. As always, my message remains the same: spend less, live more, earn your freedom with frugality. Today, we're going to pick up where we left off with yesterday, discussing Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics, Book 5, where he talks about justice. And remember, he is a lot more nuanced than what we hear today when people speak about justice. And yesterday we talked about how it was a geometrical when we spoke about what kind of justice was it that we spoke about yesterday? Distributive justice. And now we're talking about corrective justice, which is the kind of justice that you deal with whenever you're in private transactions, both voluntary and involuntary. The remaining kind is corrective justice, which operates in private transactions. This justice is of a different sort from the preceding, so it differs from distributive justice. For justice in distributing common property always conforms with the proportion we have described, which is this right here, and he goes really into it. If you want to read his exact wording, it's chapter 4 of book 5, Nicomachean Ethics. But basically what he's saying is if you have two people, and also with this kind of justice, it makes no difference whether a good man defrauds a bad man or a bad man a good one. The law only looks at the nature of the damage. So it doesn't matter who it happens between. It's about unequal outcomes in transactions. So to visualize it, let's say that these two top lines are exactly the same length, and this little section right here is equal to 1n. If you took 1n from this and gave it to this new line, this line with minus 1n, and then this line plus 1n, means that there is a 2n difference. So if there's a gain or a loss on either side, it actually doubles up. And that's why we have to go to judges, according to Aristotle. And it doesn't nor whether it is a good or a bad man that has committed adultery. So this isn't just about money transactions. This is about all types of interactions. Hence, the unjust being here the unequal, the judge endeavors to equalize it. So, if injustice, the unjust, is unequal outcomes, undeserved unequal outcomes, where you have two people, let's say you have the gender pay gap. There's a good one. If you have a man and a woman working the same job, they should earn the same amount of money, right? That's basically what Aristotle's talking about here. He calls it justice and rectification also, but it doesn't really mean anything different. But justice and rectification will be the mean between loss and gain. As always, for Aristotle, the ideal type of behavior lies between two extremes. In this sense, in corrective justice sense, between gain and loss. It's having an equal and deserved outcome. And this is why, when disputes occur, men have recourse to a judge. To go to a judge is to go to justice. I liked that one. For the ideal judge is, so to speak, justice personified. Also, men require a judge to be a middle term or medium. In some places, judges are called mediators, for they think that if they get the mean, they will get what is just. So, again, actually that is interesting. Some places call judges mediators, and here Aristotle is always going on and on about the mean, the golden mean, you know. And we also have this little section where he goes into the roots of these words. So these right here are Greek words. Diakion. I probably did not pronounce that correctly, but diakion means just, and is related to dicha, which is in half or half. And then a dicast or judge is a digest or haver. Somebody who halves things, cuts them in half. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Book 5 of Nicomachean and Ethics is 11 chapters long. And so we've got about another week worth of justice to go over. And then, I don't know if book 6 is about friendship. That's the book that I'm really looking forward the most to going over with all of you guys. But I think this right here makes quite a bit of sense. I mean, ultimately what we all want is like a deserved or an earned outcome whenever we engage in any transaction with anybody. And we know that it doesn't matter whether you're a good or a bad person. If you're making bad choices in your transactions, it's not a good thing, right? So what can we do to take this and make our own lives better? Well, why don't we endeavor? Do we have that on here? Nope. The judge endeavors to equalize it. Hence, right here. The judge endeavors to equalize it. Why don't we endeavor to equalize things? But yeah, as always, my message remains the same. Spend less, live more, earn your freedom with frugality. What are you guys doing to inspire, uplift, and empower your local community today? Because this world isn't changing unless we all do our part, and you can count on me to do mine daily. Till next time, I love y'all. Bye.